Hey, all my funky junk friends. How is everybody today? It is, look how shiny my forehead looks. Isn't that funny? Must be the light, the way I have my light set up. Oh, well, we'll fix it later. Anyway, hello. If you're just jumping on, say hello. And I'm looking around because usually I look at my iPad to look at comments and I'm using my phone today. I couldn't figure out where my iPad was. It's right there. I'm silly, I know. So anyway, how are you guys? How are you guys? Looks like we're where we're supposed to be. That's fantastic. Yay! So anyway, today I'm presenting with the Crafty Creators community, and up after me will be Design and Vine, and her link is in the description of this video. Hello, Renee. Her link is up in the descriptions, plus the link of, all the regulars that come on. We've got Tammy from Crafty Peeps. We've got Kristy from Kristy's Craft Cottage. We've got Michelle from Design and Vine. And we've got me. So they're all up in there, and we have special guests sometimes. And you guys, you know what? I'm going to just double check here. Hey, Sandy, how are you? And there's Cindy. Hi, Cindy. How are you doing? I'm going to look real quick here because I was thinking that we had somebody that's not. No, it's just tonight. It's just me. And yes, it's just me, Design and Vine. And then after me is Kristy's Crafty Cottage. Why I have trouble with that, I don't know. So anyway, all right. So what we're going to do is we are going to play around with the other morning. When I do my mornings at 8 o'clock, we start on this cute little reindeer. We need to put some highlights on him, his eyes, all that kind of fun stuff. We painted this and just chit-chatted a little bit too long, and I didn't get him finished. So we're going to finish him. I have little lights that he comes with that you can make tangled in his antlers. So we'll finish that. That's one project that we're going to do. I don't think it'll take very long, but y'all know me. Sometimes I bite off more than I can chew. I've also got this cute little ladder that I made that I'm wanting to put down in the on my kitchen counter, and like a little Christmas towel on it. That was my thought process, but I need to paint it. So I thought we could paint it, but also what I wanted to do was I made this quilter's star right here. There we go. I went out and I cut it. Cut each one of those individual pieces and put this quilter's star together. Now, it doesn't really like stand up. It would have to like lean on something if you had it up. But this was my idea. You could put a hanger on it and hang it on the wall if you wanted to. I mean, there's a lot of things. But it is made out of, 1x. So it's kind of thick, kind of heavy. So, but my thought on this was, I'm just going to lay it down right on top of my poor little reindeer. I'm just going to kind of sit it in the middle of my table or maybe on my bar. And I want to, this is the stencil I kind of want to put on it. Maybe not the holly, but definitely these words. Put across here on this little guy and just kind of have him sitting in the middle to maybe, we could put a vase of flowers on there or just have some little whatnots or something. I just thought it would be something fun to do. So, anyway, so I want to work on that too. So we'll be doing that, but I want to finish my reindeer real quick here because my stack of non-finished things is getting bigger and bigger and bigger and bigger. You know how that goes. So what we're going to do right off the bat, while people are jumping on and all that stuff, I got to paint the back of my antlers. It's pretty close to the same color, but we're going to paint him because, he's going to have a tail and stuff back here. So we kind of want the front and the back to have some, something going on. And we're going to paint our little lights right here. So let me just grab some of this real quick and we'll get these antlers painted. And grab these paintbrushes right here and get that going. So tell me, are we all ready for Christmas? We ready to all the fun and exciting things going on? I'm not ready for Christmas. I haven't bought one thing for Christmas. And I feel like we are so far behind, and we're really not. Normally, the day after Thanksgiving, or at least that weekend after Thanksgiving, we go to the tree farm and cut our tree down. Well, most of you know that follow me know that we are in the middle of bathroom stuff happening. We're remodeling our bathroom. And so my husband and I spent that time off working on the floor because our downstairs bathroom, the floor was super warped. And, we thought it was going to be a quick and easy thing. Well, you know how that goes. You shouldn't have thought that, because it took us 2 days to basically get the floor back level, put new subflooring down. Now we're waiting on the flooring and get it put in, and then we'll be moving up. Plus we've got drywall. I mean, it's just snowballed. It's always fun. You're always like, oh, let's redo the bathroom. Hey, Kristy. Hey, Kristy. Yeah, I'm not ready at all, Cindy, at all. But yeah, so you know how it is. You always think, oh, this will be fun. Let's get a new shower and bathtub and hang up a few new pictures and be done with it. No, we had to redo the floor. We did both our bathrooms. They'd already done the tubs and showers, but that floor downstairs we had to redo. There was a tile on the wall above the vanity that had to come off. And of course, when it came off, it tore up the drywall. So now we have, right now, as we're sitting here talking right now, the downstairs bathroom has, a subfloor put in, which is great. It's nice and level, waiting on flooring. A big hole in the wall where we need to put a new piece of drywall. And no vanity, no sink, no toilet, nothing. So there's that. So we're behind. So we didn't make it to, the whole point of that was we didn't make it to the tree farm, which really isn't a big deal, except for I feel like we're behind now. We're not really behind, but it just kind of feels like we're behind. You guys, I'm just kind of picking out colors for our lights right here. Guess not pink. That's red. There's 5 lights. That looks good. That looks good. So there's 5 little lights, and they have holes in them. And we'll string them together, and we'll kind of hang him in his antlers, so it's like he's all tangled up in the thing. Now, you guys, you know what? Let's just use our paint pens, paint markers. Let's see. We have blue, purple, orange. Let's see. Let's just use our paint pens. That would be so much simpler, faster, easier. There's red, and I need to find a green. There's a green. And then, of course, like black for the top of the lights. Or here. Let's see what this silver looks like when we put it on there, since it's not a very big spot. So, let's get these done real quick. Now, I'm sure some of these probably have not ever been opened. The pens that I have 2 different kinds of paint pens here. I'm just going to use the back of that. I have the Posca pens, and I have the graffiti pens. And they work pretty much the same. Hi, Charlene. They work pretty much exactly the same way. These are a lot cheaper than these. Now, as far as lasting, I don't know, because I use them, but I don't use them a ton. So I don't really know the answer to that. But I bought those. They were on something on... I don't know if they were like on sale when I seen them one day, or it might have been my friend Lisa from Heart's Desire. She does a lot of painting of the wood cutouts and stuff, and they might be in her Amazon store is why I bought them. So I can't be quite honest where I figured these guys out. Now see, some of these, this is what I don't like. There's some of them you can barely see, barely see. I don't know why they do that. So I'm going to look for a different blue in here. Here's another blue. See, that was the Posca, however you say it. But see that blue? You can't hardly see it. It's almost like it's real liquidy. Now, maybe I don't have it mixed up good enough. That might be my problem. This one's brand new. Let's see if this graffiti one works a little bit better. So, I don't know. I don't know the answer on a lot of that stuff. You don't know what's better and what's worse and all that kind of fun stuff. But you guys, if anybody's on here that has a page, make sure you're on here as your page. And I encourage everybody to go check everybody out. I don't mind that on my stuff, and I'm sure Tammy doesn't either. And Kristy, they're all about helping each other and community and stuff. And this guy is not. Usually doesn't take that long to get it primed. We're not going to wait. We're not going to wait. Let's switch over to this blue. Let's switch over to this color of blue. I like this blue better anyway, right? But using the pins does make it nice and easy because you can get right up there to that edge where it's etched right there. And they're fun to have, especially when you do the wood cutouts and stuff. Because you've got it makes it easier. It's like you're coloring with a marker. It's a paint marker. Duh. So, but yeah, so we don't have our tree yet. Our plan is to get it this weekend, of course, and get it put up and get all of our decorations out and all that kind of fun stuff is our plan. As most of you know, I work third shift, so I work midnights. And for the weekend overtime this week, they've got me on day shift, so that kind of threw a damper in everything. I really dislike how they do that, but I can't control it. I can't control it, so. Uh-oh, here's another one that's not primed yet. Let's see. Maybe you need to pump it? Yeah, there it's working. Maybe it's because I was just holding it down. Maybe I need to pump it a little bit better. So, but yeah. So that's our plan, to get that done, get the house decorated. Then we're going to have to get off our butts and start doing some shopping. This weekend, my step-granddaughter's sister, birthday party's this weekend. So we've got that to go to. So we've got some things happening. Let's check out what this silver's gonna look like on there. Of course, it's not primed yet. You guys see, I don't use them a whole lot. So, I don't use them a whole lot. Oh, yeah, this silver works pretty good. Works pretty good. So, you guys, I'll be back on here tomorrow evening with my friend Lisa from Heart's Desire. And she's challenged me to make a bow. So, I challenged her to do some stenciling. So, we'll be on together. We'll be right here on my channel. And it's going to be fun. Lots of laughs. We like to cut up and laugh and have fun. So you guys, those turned out really cute. Look how cute those are. See those? Those are awesome. So let's set those over there. So now what I kind of want to do is I want to get maybe like white and where's my black one? Gosh. There's my black one. It's another black one. Oh, I have gold too. Maybe we might need that too. See, I don't even know what I have. That's what's sad. Don't even know what I have. Okay, so anyway, so let's put some, some little highlights and stuff on this. Like these are his little front feet right here. And I'm thinking what I want to do is here where his hooves, see the little V in his hooves? And it's also on this part of his hooves up in here. I think I'm going to put black in there just to give it a little, let it stand out a little bit. Just like that. Now, I'm not going to get real particular because this is not a fine point marker. I could get my paintbrush out because it does come way up to a point. But do you guys see that I missed that point? No, nobody sees that. So it doesn't matter. You guys don't make stuff harder than it needs to be. Just because you can tell or you can see that, hey, I didn't make a complete point right there, like it is on the thing, doesn't mean everybody else sees that. It'll all still be cute. Okay, why do we have the black out? Let's get his eyebrows. Now see, it's etched right there. See where it's etched in there for his eyebrows and his eyes and his ears and stuff? Let's go along all of that with the black. Just for the shading of it. You know what I mean? So that you can tell that this is his little arms. And you can tell that those are his little eyebrows right here. See that? And the defining his ears right here like this. So those are cute. Those are cute. Let's make this one a little darker because that other one turned out a little darker. Okay, and then I'm going to fill in his eyes. Now we're going to have to put a little dot in his eyes. Now, I do have the stuff for a little girl elf, or elf. This is not an elf, Kristy. This is a reindeer, but I do have one for a little girl. And the little girl, instead of, she has a scarf, but she has a fluffier scarf, than she has a bow. Okay, obviously she doesn't have antlers and stuff, but there's Renee from Flip Flop Furnishings. You guys, she's fun. You need to go check out Renee. She does some amazing things with stencils. Okay, so we've got that. So now let's go. I'm trying to think if I want to. I'm going to get my white out. And let's just add some, like, oh, I missed a spot. I missed a spot right here. That, I don't know, you guys. I'm sitting here thinking, maybe I should have made his feet black. All black. Instead of this brown color. Oh, no. No, I think the brown's going to be okay. I think it'll be okay. But anyway, let's take some white and let's do a little bit of highlighting on stuff. I'm going to put a little dot on his eyes right there. That softens him up and makes him cute. You get it? Get what I'm saying? Now here, I'm just going to start. I'm looking over here because I have a picture of him over here that where I drew him up. I bought the file on Etsy to cut it out on the laser. But then on my computer, I kind of drew it up and I thought it turned out really cute. And I keep looking over here to see how I did it. But of course, I'm not doing it the same way. So I'm just kind of giving him a little bit of an outline here, just to give him a whimsical look. Don't you guys agree? A lot of times when you do this kind of stuff, these lines right here give it more of a whimsical look type thing. Makes it seem softer, I guess you could say. So that's probably gonna be covered up, but right there, I'm just kind of making it up as I go. Quit trying to be so perfect, right? Quit trying to think about it and just do it, right? So, woo, here we go. There we go. Let's try to get a little line down in there. Just because I did it, let's do it there. You see, that just kind of softened him up and made him cartoony, made him cute, I think. Made him kind of cute. Let's do a couple here and here, and maybe a spot here, and maybe here. I don't know. Sometimes you can overdo it too. You know, you don't want to put so much stuff on there that it takes away from the project that you have going on. And I say that and I just keep going. All right, I'm going to stop. I'm going to stop right there. So I think he turned out really cute. What time is your live, Cindy? My live, Cindy, do you have a live coming up? Did you say that? Did you want us to share our Facebook page or YouTube page? Hun, you could share whichever one you want to share. If you would like to share your YouTube page and get some followers on YouTube, that would be great. Or your Facebook page, either one. If you were talking to me about tomorrow evening, we will be live at 8 p.m. right here on my page. If you'd like to get notifications when I'm live, either on YouTube or Facebook, I did put my texting number in there. It's at the banner running at the bottom. I'd love it if you join my texting service. I don't send you funky texts. I don't like try to sell to you or anything like that. I just tell you when I'm live. That's all I do. So you don't have to worry about that kind of stuff. But yeah, tomorrow evening we'll be on at 8 o'clock. So we've been doing the later nights, and I've been doing the later nights because on Thursdays, my granddaughter has club volleyball. Well, Now we're not going to be practicing on Thursdays. Found this out last night. They moved it to Tuesdays and Saturdays, so we may end up doing some of our Thursday things a little bit earlier because I know that's late for a lot of people. You know, like I said, I work third shift, so, you know, that's not late for me. That's like evening time, you know? So, I don't know what I'm doing here. Making it crazy. See, sometimes you can just get going too much. But anyway, so there's this little thing. There's that. There's that. Let's take these lights and let's just put a little line on these just to make them look like they're sparkling. Now, speaking of sparkle, we could take this guy and we could go crazy and make some, you know, put some diamond dust. I'm going to go around his nose right here. I just feel like I need to, I don't know. Oh yeah, that makes it lots better. I wasn't sure if I wanted to do that or not. Just kind of around his beak there. And I'm just going to follow it all the way around. Like this. Just like that. Now, I do have these on my website, and you can paint them however you feel comfortable painting them. Okay, so let's get his nose put on here. And of course, you know, we did red for Rudolph. Doesn't necessarily have to be Rudolph. You could have done, I could have done his nose black and just been a normal, you know, could have been Blixen. Donner. It's one of those guys. One of those guys. Now, when I put his feet on, because these feet here are for his little arms, okay? And there's a little dip right here. See that little dip? And there's a little dip in the foot right there. That way you know that you're, and you just kind of follow his arms down. Okay, because so see, it goes like that. All right? But let's say you were trying to put it on over here. That helps you notice that that dip and that dip doesn't match. So you don't put his feet so it looks like he has his feet on the wrong feet, wrong legs, you know? So that's where you gotta watch for that, like little stuff like that. Right there. And I want to make sure it's lined up pretty good on the bottom because he will stand on his own and be cute, be cute, be cute. So we don't want it to like stick up and cause it to tip over. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? We got it all done here. He's such an adorable little guy. Now look, the back here, I didn't do any outlining or anything like that. And I'm really not going to worry about that because his tails here is kind of like a little bit of a surprise that he's probably just going to sit in a tray, you know, with some Christmas trees and things like that. So, there we go. Isn't he cute? Oh, we didn't put his, I'm not done. I got all excited and I'm not even done. So let's get some glue on his little scarf right here. Okay. And just fits right underneath his chin. Just like that. Right there. You see, I put glue on that piece and I didn't need to. Right there. Oh, he's so cute. I just love him. I love him. Okay, so let's string up his little lights right here. I laid out this, it's like baker's twine. It's a little bit thicker than baker's twine. It's black. I had it for something, not sure what, but it will work for this. I need to put the lid on my glue or I will have a disaster. So basically what I'm going to do is I'm just going to cut some off here. I got plenty. So I'm just going to cut it off and hope I got enough. Hope I have enough. All right, so what I'm going to do first is I'm going to run it through here. Run it through that one right there. And I'm going to tie a little knot so that it doesn't move around. Okay? Just tie a little guy right there. Okay? So I don't want them to be very far apart. So I'm probably going to do another one about right here. And I did this completely backwards. So that's okay. We will just do it the long way. We'll go through here on this one. Let's grab, oh, I had some large needles. I don't know where they are. So let's take a little piece of tape and put on the end of this to help make it easier to stick through there, maybe. Maybe. In theory, it should make it easier. Don't know if it really will. We will find out. These holes are kind of small, aren't they? So we'll come up like this. And then I'm going to just kind of put a little point. That's what I did. I just kind of put a little point on there. And that way, maybe I can get it through there. Yeah, that'll work. There. Just got to barely get it through, and then you can get it. Okay, so anyway, I want to put them kind of close, but I'm going to tie each one so that they don't move around a whole lot. I don't want them so close that, you know, I can't make them tangly looking, but I don't want them so far apart that I have a ton of, you know, they flop around a whole bunch. You get what I'm saying? So, here we go. So I think he's going to be adorable. And like I said, there's a little girl that goes with him. I have not cut her out yet. But when I do, when I get her done, I'll post a picture of her because I think she'd be cute sitting next to him. You know, it's getting to the point of running out of time to make all the things that we want to make. And I know a lot of, I've got, you know, most of you guys on here are creators. Hey, Lisa. Hey, Cindy. Are creators. And you get to a point that, you know, you just kind of got to say, okay, I'm not going to get that done because we want to do all the things and we just don't have time to do all the things. You know, you just run out of time. I don't know about you guys, but I thought it was just Halloween yesterday. And then now we've already done Thanksgiving and now we're almost to Christmas. It's just a lot. Yeah, we got to start doing, I'm not ready to do every day. I still want to do Christmas. So I'm just going to do what I want to do, you know? Okay, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this. I have no, actually, you guys, I say what I'm going to do like I know what I'm going to do. I don't know what I'm going to do here. I'm just going to kind of just hang them on here. Twist them around and just like if he really got hung up in the Christmas lights, you know? There can be some hanging in the middle and down at the bottom. Move him up here. And maybe it went behind this one over here. Like that. Right there. And this guy. Maybe this guy's here and comes up around. Yeah, just make it up as you go, girls. Make it up as you go, because, you know, all we know is he's got a mess happening here. That's what we know. That's what we know for sure is Mr. Rudolph here got excited and got hung up in somebody's Christmas lights, and now Santa's got to untangle him and all that fun stuff. You know, there's always got to be some sort of story to it, right? Right? He was probably chasing Bambi. I don't know. You know how boys are. Always chasing somebody for something. Oh, and then just let him fall off. Let's see what happened when that happened. Nothing happened. Just moved him right back. Oh, my goodness. Oh, my goodness. I'm just going to kind of fix that. Looky there. Oh my gosh, you guys. He is adorable. Love him. Love him. Look at that. Little mischief reindeer right there. This guy doesn't want to lay. Okay. You know what you could do too is we could drop a little piece of glue on some of those and put those on there. But I think he turned out so cute. And see, he'll stand up. He's thick enough. He's got enough pieces there that he can stand up. So that's what we wanted to finish. I'm going to sit that right there. It's not where it goes. And then next time I need them, I'm going to be going, I can't find my pins. And they're right there. But I stuck them in a different spot. So that's what we got going on right there. Okay, so let's move to the next little project that we got going on. I'm going to sit him, actually, let's just sit him right here behind us, right there. So, let me sit my glove up, because I've got to clean that up. I've got to clean that up. So anyway, there we go with that. All right, you guys, let's jump over to, let's do our star, because I'm really excited about doing this star. I think it's going to be really cool. And here's what I'm going to do. I was thinking about doing white, but I could just stain it. I don't know. I don't know. Thank you, Alicia. Thank you. Thank you. So I don't know if we should stain it. I think I'm going to stain it. I think I'm leaning towards staining it. So now, do we want to use the antiquing wax? You know what? Let's use this. We have not used this in a minute. Let's use this stuff. It's kind of a smoked color. It's kind of a gray color. So why not? It is the Rust-Oleum chalked smoked glaze. Let's put that on there. Now, I am going to, you guys, reach down here without killing myself. Excuse me for just a second. I'm going to grab me some gloves, because if I don't, I'm going to have that stain under my fingernails and have cut quite the mess. Quite the mess. So, just grab this rag right here. I'll just use it. So, here we go. Now, I'm going to tell you something. When you guys go buy rubber gloves, make sure you buy the kind that don't have the powder in them. I bought that whole big box. It has the powder in them. And you guys will see when I get done staining, then I've got my fingerprints everywhere because they got powder in them. Don't buy powder. I don't know why I did that. Don't know why I did that. So anyway, yes, I keep reading that where Lisa's saying we got to start doing every day. I don't want to do every day. Just kidding, you guys. I just have, there's just so many things, so many fun things. Now, this is very liquidy. It's a glaze, so it's super liquidy. So a little bit goes a long way. I normally use my staining sponges. They're way over, not way over. They're over there. I thought there was one right there. But we're just going to use this washcloth. But see how it's kind of a dark gray? It's a gray color. So it's kind of, it just pulls up the grain. See that? It just pulls the grain up. So it's not, it doesn't really cover the wood, but it just gives it a gray tint to it. I like this glaze. I haven't used it in a minute. To be honest with you, I thought I didn't know where it was, and it was down underneath there. I have a little tray here that has a bunch of paint and stuff on it, and I've been trying to use the stuff up in it. I've been saying that for a year, but I seriously have that much stuff that, that much paint and all that I'm still working on using the stuff up. So it was kind of hidden down there, but I'm going to use this. I think this is pretty. Now, this right here, ideally, I was just excited to make this. I'd seen someone make one of these. I believe it was on Facebook. I can't remember where for sure, or I would say. I saw somebody make one. And I was like, I gotta go try to make that. Now, ideally, if you were making these, you probably should do the staining beforehand. And this right here is why. Because you can't get all the way down in the crack there. But all you got to do is take a little paintbrush and just get it down in the little crack there. Okay? We're going to do the sides because I think the sides definitely need to be done. And but I might not worry about the back while we're live. We'll see how quickly that we get this part done. Because I'll want to do the whole thing, because if I have it sitting on something and not hanging on something, you'll be able to see the bottom of that real well. So I want to make sure that you don't see the raw wood. Not that there's anything wrong with looking at the raw wood. If you like that, leave it. Just like this whole thing, you wouldn't have to stain it. You could just leave it the regular color. But look, you can tell the difference. See those there? That's the manufactured side of the board. See how dark it is there? That's where I cut the board. So you're going to have different colors on your stuff. So that's what makes it unique. That's what makes it unique. But see, it kind of, using the stain goes real fast. Painting does too, but I feel like when you do the stain goes just a little bit faster than painting does. But as always, you do you and do what you want to do on your stuff. I'm trying to decide. I think we might, when we stain or when we do the stencil part, I was thinking about using like black or white. I think we might use color since that's such a light color. I think we could use some reds and some, you know, some traditional reds, greens, and blacks. Maybe white. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what the project tells us as we're going along. I'm always changing my mind anyway. So, you guys, a lot of my stencil friends are on here. Shard and Sign Shack. Cindy Berry's here from Berry Jam Crafts. We've got Renee from Flip Flop Furnishings. A lot of my stencil friends are here. We are planning another event together in January, so stay tuned for that. That's going to be fun and exciting. I love doing that. I love doing that. And like I said, tomorrow night, me and Lisa from Heart's Desire will be right here on my channel with a little bit of a challenge. I'm going to attempt a bow live. I'm so scared. So scared I'm gonna mess it up and disappoint her because I did take her stencil class, her bow making class, and I don't know, you guys, it's not my forte, I guess. I don't know. It's the patience thing and doing it. I can do it. I've done a few. I don't feel like I know what I'm doing. You know what I mean? Now what I'm doing is I'm just taking my paintbrush, and these pieces that I used back here to connect them with are called furring strips. So they're real rough wood, and I'm just kind of painting it on here, and then I'll wipe it with the rag because, like I said, I want it to be able to be, you know, gray when you do that along there. So since it's such rough wood, it's hard to get in all the little crevices. So it's just as easy to take my paintbrush and just slap some of this on here and then just wipe it with our rag. And that way I can get in all the little crevices and stuff. So, so there's that. So yeah. So make sure you tune in tomorrow. It's got some events coming up this weekend and over the next couple weeks. Lots of fun Christmas things because there's just a lot of stuff going on over on Facebook and all that. So, see, this is all I'm doing. I'm basically painting it on here, and it just kind of gets it down into the little grooves and stuff. So, there we go. Just slapping it on here. And that's the thing about stain and glazes and stuff like that. You can kind of be a little bit sloppy, you know, because you're going to wipe off the excess. So even if you're a little sloppy about it, you're going to rub it in. You're going to rub it in either darker or lighter. And you can always make it lighter by adding water to it, because this is water-based. Yes, it's like a glaze really isn't so much, but when you do your stains, you can add water to them after you've put them on and lighten them up if you got them too dark or something like that. Not sure. I started to say that about this glaze, but I don't know if you can or not. We're going to try it here in a minute because I don't know the answer to that. I was thinking I did. Then after I started to say it, I was like, wait a minute, you don't know that for sure. I'll tell people that. And then I try it and it'd be wrong. So see, I'm just painting this on here. And like I said, I'm using the paintbrush because of all the little, it's so groovy. I'm just trying to get some of this off my paintbrush. There we go. I'm going to set that right there. Now, I'm just going to kind of wipe it and get it the rest of the way. And get a lot of that excess that's on there off. Just like that. So, I don't know. I don't know if you can. I think this is water-based, but I don't know if you can add water to it or not. Does anybody know that's on here? I know her, Vince. Oh, I'm going to tell you what, Renee, my friend Lisa from Heart's Desire, actually, she has a sale right now because she just finished up. This is the 12th day of Christmas for her for sales on her website. And she has a bow making class, and it is on sale. It's not live because she already did it, but you can watch the videos. I have watched it like 4 or 5 times. So, and she just explains how to make bows with different bow makers, without bow makers, with your pans, and all that kind of stuff. It's definitely worth taking that class if you're, scared about bows. So, which I am. But she explains it. And like I said, I can sit here and make a bow. From what I have learned from Miss Lisa, I can sit here and make a bow. And I don't have any problems doing that. But I don't know if I could do it live. I don't know. If you guys don't go live, you don't, sometimes you think, well, you shouldn't worry about stuff. But I don't, I'm going to be honest. And if she is here, she's going to probably yell at me. I'm afraid that she's going to be on the other side of the camera sitting at her table going, no, not like that, not like that, not like that. So I get myself all worked up and nervous. No reason to be. It's all in my head. Okay, see? Don't buy them with the powder in them. Okay, because now everything I touch is going to have that powder on it. Now, I'm going to take this and I'm going to just kind of make sure it's a little bit dry before I stencil on it. A love button would be great. Yeah. What you do, the big thing on YouTube is liking stuff. So you close down the comments and then you'll have the thumbs up, thumbs down, and you hit the thumbs up, but you got to close the comments to get to it. So yeah, it's different. You guys, I know we've been talking in the stencil group and stuff about, YouTube and things like that. It's just like Facebook was originally to us. It's foreign. We don't understand all the little things, but you guys that are on YouTube all the time understand all that stuff. So I know you wouldn't do that, Lisa, but that's what I think to myself. Yeah. Oh, it's $10. Okay, see, it's a $10 class, and it was a week long. And if I remember correctly, I could be wrong, she shows you 4 different bow makers, at least 3, possibly 4 different bow makers that you can buy to make bows with. But she also shows you how to do it without, if you don't have a bow maker. So it's definitely worth the $10. But that's on sale tonight until 3 a.m. Eastern Standard Time for the $10. So if you're interested in that, run over there and do that, because you can watch it anytime, because the lives are all over with. So, and to be honest, I don't think I was on any of the lives because they were during times that I was either at work or sleeping because, as everybody knows, my schedule is completely opposite of everybody else's. Now, this stencil right here is the Season Greeting stencils. I'm sure it's sold out because it was part of the big bundle for Christmas. And here it is. I did not look before I came on. I am terrible about doing that. I should do better about that. And to see if it is or not. But I'm pretty sure it's probably sold out. But you could put whatever you wanted in the middle here. And if you don't have stencils, ladies, if you don't do like essential stencil or whatever, that is okay. Because, hello, Liz. Because you can just, my stencil brushes are already over here. You can make them on your Cricut if you have a Cricut. You can go buy them at Hobby Lobby and stuff. Now I will say, personally, I absolutely love the essential stencils. They're reusable. I can use them over and over again. They work perfectly. They clean up real easy, all that kind of stuff. But you do you. If, sometimes you don't want to invest in stencils because you're not going to do very many of them. So, but, excuse me, I'm squirting out some red right here. This is about gone. I'm going to have to get some more. My red paint is the Rust-Oleum. It's part of this brand, this Rust-Oleum Chalked. And that's the Barn Red. I like to buy it because you can buy it like this and put it in the FIFO bottles. I know a lot of people, yes, she got me for the ribbon, the bow making. She's stenciling tomorrow, you guys. Easy peasy lemon squeezy. I know, Lisa, she'll have no problems whatsoever. Okay, so I think I want to do Mary in red. Okay, I'm going to do joyful in green, and I'll probably do the and in black. And what other color would be a good color for the blessed? You guys let me know why I'm picked. I don't know why. When I think of the word Mary, I'm thinking red in my head. So you guys tell me what you think the blessed, what Christmas color should it be? Now, it could be green. If you go right back to green. Now I'm just taking these little pieces of cardboard, and I didn't tape. I have no clue how to make a stencil on my Cricut. Cindy, I can help you with that. That isn't a problem. It's very easy. I could take this, and I probably should take this, but I'm going to live on the wild side today, you guys. So again, get your paint on your brush. Get it worked up in your bristles. Get it up in your bristles, okay? And a good rule of thumb, especially when you're first starting, get your paper towel. Have your paper towel sitting here. Shop rag, anything. And then just go on here until it looks like you barely have any paint. See how it looks like I barely have any paint? And start there. Less is best when stenciling. So you can always go over it multiple times to get the exact color that you want. It's better to do that than to have a big blob, and that's where your bleed through comes through. The other thing is make sure your project's flat. Make sure it's flat. So, yeah, silver. I don't know if I have any silver. Silver would be great. Silver. I could do like a gray. I don't have any silver. I've got gold. I've got rose gold. Why don't I have silver? I don't know. I could do it in silver. There's some silver or gray colors. That's pretty much the same thing. Maybe we'll do it in that light gray and see what it looks like. Okay, so I got the Mary on there. Little paint, real fast. See that? I got all that paint out there. I do that a lot. Way too much. Get the little boogers off my green paint. You guys, I am almost out of green paint. I am going to have to make a trip. I'm going to have to make a trip. Well, I need to make a trip anyway because basketball season has started and in full swing. And I make basketballs for wood basketballs, kind of like this. This is an ornament. But I make big ones and have the kids' names on them. And I want to match the color of a basketball. So I'm going to have to make a trip to Hobby Lobby to get that. Now look, right there's something I don't want to stencil over. So I'm going to start right here in the middle. Okay, and I'm just going to kind of go up to it and just be mindful of where I'm at on my stenciling. Okay. So now I want to take my little piece and I want to cover up those little holly berries because I don't want to, catch the edge of one and then have, somebody say, oh, or, have a little funky spot right there. So if I would have thought about this, I could have made this. I could have done them all like white and then the other color. So it was kind of 2-dimensional looking or 3-dimensional looking, but I didn't think of that. So let's see what those are looking like. See how cute those are? See how cute those are? Just simple, plain and simple, quick and easy little project here. So anybody else have any? Yes, I do. In my stencil group, I have a thing on how to do stencils. Yeah, Alicia, you have to turn the comments off. You have to, let me look on my phone because I'll help you with that. Because that confused me so bad when I first started doing it. Okay, when you have your phone right here like this, there's an X right there for the live chat. Hit the X. And then you can see, there's such a glare. See the thumbs up and stuff. And that's where you can go thumbs up right there. And then when you want to go back to the live chat. See the bubble that says live chat? You just touch it and then your chat's back. So there we go. I will be on at 8 o'clock. Gold would be good too. Yes, you're right. Maybe we'll try gold. There's no black. Did I already get it out? I did. Kristy, you already got it out. Oh my goodness. This black, I'm telling you guys, I think it's the black. I think it's black. Every single one of these black ones that I've had is so thick. And it always is so hard to get off. And I know it's because I've got paint everywhere in the lid. I know that, but I can't help it. But it always gives me problems on trying to get the lid off. Okay, so now see my L right there? That's more important to cover up because it's closer. So I'm just going to kind of just barely touch in there to get this black on. And if you guys know me, I don't care if I get all of it or just get a little bit of it because I think it looks cool when it's worn out. Now this thing right here, I will not put food on it. I might put a plate with some food maybe or something like that, but it won't be something that I put food on. Okay, so let's pull this gold and let's see how well this color, let's do that color of gold instead of that one. I'm thinking it might be a little bit thicker of a paint and might work a little bit better. Now I don't know, we'll see. Let's see what it looks like. So I'm not sure if it'll, because it's, I don't know, the metallic colors are a weird color, weird paint, but let's try it. Let's try it. I'm going to cover that right there and let's see what it looks like. It doesn't show up real well, but we're going to go over the whole thing and look at it before we tell it, no, we're not going to do it. It's just, it seems like the metallics are a little bit thinner of a paint. And so sometimes they don't stand out quite as much, but maybe we'll do this and dry it just a little bit. Now remember when you're drying on top of your stencils like that, you want to hold it away because you don't want to, you know, warp your stencil. You can lift your stencil and do it that way. That probably would have been smarter of me to do. But I'm just kind of drying that. Let's grab some more gold here. Let's go over it again and see what it looks like. It probably will stand out just fine. And that's another thing when you're stenciling, you guys. Sometimes you're stenciling and you're doing a project and you're like, there's no paint. I can't see the paint. But then when you lift the stencil, you're like, oh, it is there. It is there. So let's see what that looks like. Ah, you really can't see it, Sydney. Not as dominant as the red and the... Let's just go white over the top of it. I'm just going to hit white over the top. I think the white will stand out. It just didn't really show up. Got a little booger in my bottle there. Okay. Let's see if we can do this without getting a bunch of others. I'm just using this gold brush that I just used because I'm already going to mix the two colors, so it's going to be okay. So... and here we go. And let's just do that. So this is going to probably, you know, won't show all the white, and the gold will kind of show through too. So it'll give it a really cool effect, I think. At least in Kristy's head, I think it'll make a cool effect. We'll find out, won't we? See that? It stands out a little bit better. There we go. There we go. There we go. Look at that, you guys. Doesn't that look cool? It's just simple. Very simple. Now, I could go through and put some of these hollies and stuff on here, but I don't think I'm going to. I think what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this brush that has the white, and we're going to go around and, as Shanna says, frame it in. Frame in our project. Now, the white's not showing up a whole lot, but it is showing up a little bit. I'll show you. And I'm getting gold on here too, and I'm okay with that. I think it makes it look like it has a cool color. But see how it just kind of frames it in and gives it a little something extra right there. So But yeah, we were talking about how I'm going to grab gold and silver. I mean, gold and white, and kind of swoosh it around here. There we go. We were talking about how different YouTube is, and you know, Facebook was foreign to all of us at one time too. So it'll just take a little time to get used to finding all the new buttons and the way that you're supposed to do things, because you know, I had to ask a lot of questions. I think I probably drove poor Bethwin crazy, who's I believe she's Tammy from Crafty Peep's moderator, and you know, it's like, well, I can't. You know, she'd say, you know, throw the thumbs up. It's like, there is no thumbs up. Where? How do you do this? And she's, I know, and this is just me. I'm thinking she's probably sitting back going, oh my gosh, can't she do anything for herself? And people don't think that way, but we always think that, you know, ourselves. But so anyway, I think that turned out kind of cute. Kind of cute. Now, what would be really cool with this, you guys? You could put some Vaseline around the top. Yes, I could. You're absolutely right. Tomorrow night's at 8 o'clock. I think I already answered that. But what would be cool too is to stain these before you put them together. And then you could do this look in with all of these separate pieces. That would be really cool looking too. I think that would be awesome to do that also like that. Okay, because see, what I'm thinking is then, you know, have maybe like a little, you know, like a little Christmas tree scene on here. Thinking about putting some decoupage and papers on here like that, and maybe wrap some baker's twine around it. Some, you know, anything really. Some of your beaded garlands, you know, could lay on it or whatever, and it just can kind of sit and then build up from it. But yet it's kind of a neat shape that'll make people go, oh, look, isn't that cool? That's a pretty cool look right there. So, anyway, I don't know. I'm trying to decide if I want to hit a little bit of red around the edges. Just because I'm just doing the points. I don't know. I think that looks kind of cool. Just hitting the points right there with the red. Could have done that with the gold, and then it would have looked like it was sparkling, but I like this too. Just for something. I could sit and do this all day long because I'd like to do background type things and stuff. But look, I love how that turned out. I absolutely love how that turned out. Now I'm going to take my foil right here because I wasted that paint. That's what I like about doing the foil too. Look, I can fold all that up. A little ball for the trash, and I don't have paint all over my hands, and I don't have paint all over my trash can either. So what time we got? Oh, we've only got 3 minutes, so we're doing good. You guys, make sure you go check out Michelle at Design and Vine. Her link is up in my description. So she will be coming up next. I'm sure she has something. I sent it to Facebook. I wish it wouldn't take you off here to get over. I know. I know. I understand that because it I've noticed that too when I try to share people to some of my groups and stuff over there, you know, knocks you completely off of YouTube. But maybe someday all of the social media platforms will talk to each other and be friends, you know, because like Facebook doesn't like TikTok, you know, and you know, back and forth like that. And what's funny is Facebook and Instagram are one entity, really. But as a creator, they don't like you to post to both spots at the same time. Now I do it all the time because I'm not real active on my Instagram. So I just tell it to post to both places. I would probably do better on Instagram if I would post to Instagram separately, but it's a time thing. And they give you the option. That's what's crazy. You go in and you post on Facebook and it gives you the option. You want to share this to Instagram? Sure. But yet they don't really want you to do that. So I don't know. It's just crazy. But maybe someday they'll all talk to each other and realize, you know, that, you know, you could work together more so than working apart. So, you know what I'm saying? No, I'm trying. So if anybody wants to know how I made this, I'd be more than happy to share my dimensions and things like that with you. I would be more than happy to make one of these for you or send you the pieces to put together yourself. But it would cost quite a bit to ship because it is heavy. So I just want to warn you of that. But I would love to send you how to do it yourself. Very simple. I made it with a 1x6. So very, very simple. So I can send you the measurements and all that kind of stuff. So we did this fun star. We used our essential stencils on that. And we did finished up our sweet little reindeer right here. He's got a little girlfriend. I'll get her done and post her also pretty soon. But there's that and there's that. And you guys, Design and Vine's next and my turn is up. And I hope you guys have a great rest of your evening and an even better tomorrow. And I'll see you tomorrow night right here with Lisa. She's stenciling, you guys. She's stenciling for us. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.